Okay, this video is called Social Skills and Life Lessons for Doctors. Okay, first thing is always think about the long view because a lot of things in life you want them to be a sprint, but they end up being a marathon. So make sure that you're sort of tough and ready to go the long distance because that's just the way it's going to be. And if you're not, you're going to be sorry. You have to have an attitude of no matter how long it takes, no matter how much work is required, no matter how late I go home, I will finish all of this work. I will complete the task. That has to be your attitude. Otherwise, you're not going to make it or you're going to have a lot of trouble. Because the conventional medical system is designed to extract as much work as possible out of doctors. It exploits them. It's just a fact. You have to be able to deal with that. Almost always finish all of your work before going home. I can tell you that everybody has a sense of fair play, and there's tons of work to do. Don't weasel out and dump work on other people. Other people hate that. That's one of the things other people hate the most. So do not do that, or you'll piss people off. It might mean staying 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, even 4 hours late sometimes, but you have to finish the work. No matter whatever you're assigned to do, you got to do it. And if you don't like it, then get into a different field. But you got to do your work that you're required as long as you're there. Learn how to do complex procedures and handle complex medical problems. Be the person in the group who can handle the big stuff, the big procedure, the big complex medical problem, because it makes you more valuable to your group. And even if management or the boss or somebody don't like you, if you're really valuable in the sense that you're doing a lot of difficult stuff that no one else wants to or is able to do, they're less likely to fire you or mess with you. Okay, so try to have some unique skills. Don't just be a generic version of your field. Get some extra training or do something to make yourself good at the hard stuff. Okay, to survive long term, you need to take good care of yourself, good health habits, your diet, your sleep, exercise, and keep learning a little something every day so you don't become obsolete. I think of it like a plate spinner. You're spinning one plate, just give it a little turn, spin another plate, give it a little turn. It takes a lot of spins to get the plate going, but once it's there, it's okay. So you want to be really good at two things, that you can be do everything in two fields, is how I say it. That way, if one field goes, you've got the other field. And then in the meantime, when you lose that field, develop a third field. Because I had the experience where I was an imaging-guided surgeon, and then the work in imaging-guided surgery was kind of tailing off in a way I didn't like. But I was also fully trained as a brain doctor, a neuroradiologist, so I did that, okay? And I'm always kind of picking up a new thing so that if one thing falls, I can be fully busy in another field, okay? And I would love to work in nutrition and telehealth, but there's no money in it, none. Zero. I just do this as a hobby because I know it's good. Okay, don't argue with people unless you're forced into a corner. If people force you into a corner, then you have to defend yourself. Speak up, defend yourself, and say whatever you have to say. But most of the time, there's no point, okay? Like when I was a young guy, I would speak up for what I would know I was right. I would argue the logic of my ideas, but it really didn't matter. My father would say, oh, just tell the truth and argue for your ideas. My mom would say, nah, forget it. You're wasting your time. Because decisions are going to be made based on money and power. And so unless money and power want something, don't waste your breath. It's not going to happen. Or go start your own practice, your own business. Because in most big medical centers, what power and money wants, that's what happens. And anything to the contrary is just a waste of time to even say it. Medicine's a smaller world than it seems. And yeah, there's a lot of idiots and jerks, but it's usually best to just get along and don't insult people, even if they deserve it. You can tease them a little bit, but don't insult them in a nasty way, because you could insult somebody in a nasty way and think it's just something between you and that one person. But then you'll find out they're part of a big medical family or they're friends with some big important person, and now you've just created people pissed off at you for no reason. So stupid to do that. It's good to be nice to people. Just in general, makes everything better for everybody. Let's see. The other thing to know about being nice, if you're the nice go-to guy that the other services always want to talk to, you'll get punished in the sense that they're all going to come to you, so you're going to get more work added onto your already heavy load of work. And that means you're going to go home late a lot of times. But they're only going to come to you with good stuff that they need help with. They're not going to come to you with easy cases. So you're going to keep on encountering the difficult cases, and you're going to become a better doctor. You're going to maintain high-level knowledge. That's good. It's also good to run conferences. I would often run conferences, even if I didn't have to. I would volunteer to do it. I ran conference in neuroscience for many, many years because I would always be motivated to prepare for those conferences, and my level of knowledge would really go way up because I'm constantly preparing lectures, I've given thousands and thousands of lectures. That's why I'm so comfortable speaking, because I'm always doing this. I'm always talking about complex medical problems, especially neurological problems. And that's kind of good. If you learn a little bit each day, you feel happy. You feel, even though I work myself into the ground like a slave, at least I learned a little something. I'll be a little better tomorrow. Because if you don't do something to keep you ongoing in your learning, then you don't stay the same. You get worse. Okay, knowledge has to be constantly improved. This is the words of Drucker, the efficiency expert. Knowledge has to be constantly improved or it declines. And that's true. You become a Gomer doc. Gomer means get out of my emergency room. It means a doctor. What that means in medical slang is a doctor who knows how to generate a billing code but is really kind of incompetent, just knows the least minimum to get by, and nobody ever wants their opinion because they really don't know much. You don't want to be that. If you can, try to work for somebody who likes you or at least does not dislike you. Some people, no matter what you do, they're going to hate you. You can't help it. Some people hate me because I'm half Puerto Rican. Some people hate me because I'm half Irish. Some people hate me because I'm Christian. Some people hate me because I'm so smart. Okay, I've had people hate me for all kinds of reasons. I don't even know why they hate me sometimes. They just do. And I've learned from experience, you can't change that. Just be nice, do your job, but don't try to get along with them. Don't try to hang out with them. Don't try to talk to them. It's a waste of time. Just be nice and avoid them as much as you can. And that's the best you can do in those situations. Some people are just jealous of you. They can't help it. They're just pathologically jealous of you. Okay. Write your notes in the chart in such a way that even if somebody hates you, if they review your charts, it'll be clear you did what you were supposed to do. So have that in your mind's eye. When an older woman bitches at you, because then when I was a young guy, I was socially kind of inept. And sometimes these older women would start bitching at me. I'm like, what is with this lady? Like, I was an OB-GYN. And this OB-GYN female, she's about 2 years older than me, maybe 3 years older than me. And she kept bitching at me and making fun of me and insulting me. I'm like, what is with this lady, And then I didn't realize it, but later on I started to figure out she likes me. So when a woman knows she's older than you or she's supervising you and you're a junior resident or a medical student or something, and she starts insulting you and being nasty to you for no reason, that means she likes you. Women communicate indirectly. So she can't come right out and say she wants to go out with you. So she just plays games and mocks you and insults you. And how you handle it, the way to handle it is be nice, polite, and just laugh it off. Almost act like it's not even happening, but have a little bit of a joke attitude to it, okay? It means she likes you. So don't feel bad about it. It's not like she's not doing it to be mean. She's doing it because she doesn't know how to otherwise communicate with you, and she likes you. She knows she can't go out with you. She knows that you don't want her romantically, sexually. So she bitches at you. She's frustrated with herself because a lot of these women worked really hard to get this big education and they want to be attractive to men, but they're just not that attractive to you and they're older than you. So it pisses them off that their job credentials, their medical academic prestige does not attract a man. A lot of female doctors, even the pretty ones, are single and lonely. You'd be surprised. I know a lot of very pretty female doctors who don't have a boyfriend, don't have a husband. It's true. Okay, in general, women will not speak to a man unnecessarily unless they have to. If it's transactional as part of their job, they'll do what they have to do as part of their job. But if a woman's chatting up with you for no particular reason, that usually means she likes you in some way. They don't just, women are not like a man. A man will just randomly talk with women. I'll just chat with whoever. I like women. I'll just talk to them. I don't care. I don't think anything about it. Whereas a woman, she won't talk to a man unnecessarily unless she wants information or it's for her job. If she just randomly starts talking to you, that means she likes you in some way. Doesn't mean she wants to go out with you or sleep with you, but it means there's something going on there. Whatever it is. It might be that her brother told you're a good guy and she's introducing herself saying hi. But there's something going on. Women don't randomly just walk up to a man and talk. Women in general, they think a man is kind of ugly. Men in general are kind of ugly, disgusting, and scary. And they don't want to get the man attracted to them and then they have to blow him off later and have to go through all that awkwardness. They don't want it. So they're not going to randomly, give the guy any reason to think whatsoever that they're interested in him, unless they really are. Okay, the next thing. To help the patients, you have to do what you can, but you must obey the system. Medicine is a system, and you can't disobey it because if it forces you to obey. If you want to get paid, you must meet the requirements of the billing code. You must have the proper diagnostic codes, the proper procedure or information or notes, or you won't get paid. and you won't complete all your work for the day. You'll be part of a group, a clinic, a hospital, or something, and you're going to have to complete your work or they're going to be pissed off at you and you won't keep your job. So you have to play ball. They make the rules, not you. It's nice to help the patients in whatever way you can, but you're under a lot of pressure to go fast, because the faster you go, the more billing codes you generate per hour, the more money you make for the system, like an assembly line. That's what they want. So you're going to have to book your ass and go fast. So, you talk to patients when you can, and if the patient's responsive, you spend a little time accepting the fact you're going to go home late that day. And if the patient's not responsive, you just politely, excuse yourself and get away from them. Patients in general are kind of irrelevant to the healthcare system. I know that sounds like a bizarre thing to say, but it's true. They kind of come in like widgets, okay? This is this disease, this is this disease, this is this disease. And then the standard protocols to approach whatever their problem is, their imaging study, their lab test, their procedure, their medication requirements, whatever. But, you can't mess around with the insurance company or, the drug companies. You got to follow the protocols or you won't be in medicine very long. You want to be nice to patients. You want to try to help them as best you can. But the money and power comes from drug companies, insurance companies, machine device companies, hospital owners. So they run the system and you got to follow the rules. It's just a fact of life if you want to be in that business. Anyways, those are social life skills that help a doctor to make it through. And quite often you go through times of just survival. You just keep your mouth shut and you work like a maniac and keep a low profile. You have to do that. There's no way around that. And that's sort of a good long-term strategy. And nobody will mess with you and care with you, but you don't want to be completely irrelevant, but sort of the quiet person who's in the background just working all the time, never speaks to anybody. That'll get you through. That'll get you through a whole career.